Wild941, wild941.com. Joey Franchize Babs here with my dog right up the street, 407 Zone, Tyla Yaweh.
Mr. Yahweh himself, Rager Boy. What's going on, Tampa?
Rager Boy, new album out, man. Heart Full of Rage 2. Man, first off, how you been? It's been a minute.
Amazing, blessed.
We just
Can't
talking about
complain.
hanging out at Super Bowl in Tampa when it was here. That was a minute ago. Now I'm a dad.
You're a dad
you
now.
Know, shit done changed.
You still look cool, man. You like fly as hell as ever.
That feels good. I needed to hear that, bro.
Come on, man.
For real. You look great as well, dog.
You got to speak them positive affirmations, my dog.
Look at that watch. Can I touch it? Like, it's like, yes. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, rich bitch. Instantly, I feel like.
When you drop the hits, you can get stuff like that.
Yes, okay. Oh my God.
That's awesome.
How much is this worth?
That's probably like $80K.
No, I'm just playing.
You wasn't gonna go too far.
To tell you, the new album is here. The Summer Vibes is a great record. I saw the video. I mean, obviously, it gives us all the summer vibes that we needed. I feel like we hadn't had a real crazy summer record,
right?
Except for like you and Chris Brown.
Oh
who
man,
actually is on the album too.
That's my dog.
So tell me, I want to first get into going into this album. What made you make it a sequel first, and then also you use so many eclectic. You're so eclectic with the way your production is.
Thank you, man.
It's, I mean, there's something for everybody on there. So just explain to me that plus your process of putting the songs together.
Well, if you know, I worked on this album for 4 years and scrapped it a few times, four times. Changed the name, and then some reason everybody kept asking for where's Heart Full of Rage 2? Where's Heart Full of Rage 2? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make this my first album name, even though it's a sequel, So this is my debut album, and I've been working on it so hard and just trying to find myself, really. I went through really dark times and weird times because of the pandemic and not knowing if I was ever gonna drop music again, and I just found it, I wanted to be in a place where my music will be somewhere 30, 40 years from now. And I love that I soul searched so much, and I took a little bit of every piece of artist that I love, that genuinely love within myself, and I put it into this album.
And it sounds great. And I was sitting with it again last night just to refresh myself, for today. But man, I really feel out, some of the pain in there too. You went through something personal too during this process, in a relationship. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, it was during my birthday, I was going through a crazy breakup, and that's the worst time, to be honest. And I was finishing up my album, and I had to turn in my album, so it was a lot of pressure on me, but I had to get that out. And that was a song, Stuck, and Touchdown too. If you listen to Touchdown, I was I guess she went to Tulum or something, and I was going over here, and she was like, put your location on. I was like, nah, turning it off.
Screw that. This is a rap. It's a rap.
It's a rap. It's over. It's done,
So, did she feel some type of way that songs were about her and the breakup?
She loved it. That probably put fuel in her gas on the fire. Yo, he made music about me. It's about me, everybody.
Now, I know how long. Right, that's about me. Did you say her name specifically in some of the songs? But people know if they know. Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Now, how long does it take guys to get over a breakup? Because I know for me, if I'm with you for 3 years, it's going to take me at least a year to get over you.
I'm still not over it.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
okay.
It's cool, though. I'm over it now, but I'm not over it.
Did you have to block her on social media out of sight? Okay.
I never did it. I ain't petty.
Well, I don't want to be seeing you and your new significant other. That's why I just be blocking
You're going to have to see it all.
Live with that.
You're going to have to, yo.
How do you put yourself in a block that out to get in the studio and go do your day-to-day stuff like this?
I think it motivates me to go even harder, to be honest, and I guess it helped me make incredible music going through those that whole thing, all those conversations and different emotions. I put that straight into the music and the creation of this art that I have. So I love it. I love every process of it.
Now, do you actually write or do you go in and do punch-ins?
Punch-in. Sometimes it comes straight off the top, and then we write. And then I have a few homies, my homie Lucian, and I have one songwriter that I always work with, and we go back and forth. We just freestyle. I have a melody. I put a whole melody. He's like, bro, you should say this. Or then I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna switch it up and say this. Like, and I don't mind because that's my dog. A lot of people are not really open to having songwriters because they think it's like like I want to do it myself. But nah, these are people that have ideas too that can make hits, and I don't mind making a hit.
Now, I heard you say, like, you scrapped it a couple of times. How did you know, like, what is the feeling you get when you know this is the one, this is the project that I'm going to put out?
Well, it was just like, I wanted to, like how one of my managers said, we had too many chefs in the kitchen. And I felt like it was just too many. It was like the album was going too many ways and like, oh, they wanted me to sound like this or they wanted me to sound like that. But I wanted to sound like myself and I didn't want to sound like anybody else. So I was like, you know what? Nah, we get this out the way. We're going this path right here. And honestly, I make thousands of songs, and you never know. It might come out in the next 3-4 years from now or next 5 years. It might come out tomorrow. So you just never know when that song is going to come out. So some of those songs I had to throw out. I'm like, yeah, it's not for this album, probably for the next album. Or it's going to probably for another single. You never know.
One thing I was talking about Babs about, because we were just talking about, like, you know, artists who've, like, kind of came and gone.
Right.
And they had, like, that one hot summer, and they just, like, kind of filtered out a little bit. I ain't going to say no names. Fetty Wap, but, yeah. But, for example, he's a good...
Free Freddie, man.
But he's, yeah.
Yes.
Free Freddie, but, like, my thing was just, like, I feel like for him it was more so putting one hit after the hit. And I feel like he threw all his hits all out at once. And I feel like with you, you've had like High Right Now, Stun on You, All the Smoke, Tommy Lee. Like you've always kind of spaced out a lot of your hits. Has there ever been one record or that you left off this album that you're like, damn, you know what?
I have some songs that I just know that's gonna be stadium records. Like I see it, like when I hear it, I'm like, yo, people are gonna. This might be my Grammy right here. You never know. But it's a time. Everything has its time, and I'm patient. I'm very patient with it. So when that moment comes around, I hope everybody hears it.
Facts. Now, I want to know about your studio process because, you know, I know a lot of artists, they have to go into the studio, you know, they have like their weed, they have their strippers standing in front of them. Like, what is your motivation in the studio? Do you just go by yourself or how?
Well, I have a dope studio we go to. It's called Avex. It's like a house. It's like a mansion, like pretty much, and got a pool, got the little catering situation going on. Like mad Celsius alcohol, like whatever you can smoke in there and stuff.
Right.
So it's just one of those situations like I'll probably go during the day or I might go during the night. And then like I'll have a bunch of my producers there just cooking up. Like, so now it's just the process. I guess I'm getting a little bougie with it, but like back in the days I would just be by myself or I remember times riding my bike to the studio at like 1 o'clock in the morning just to get this idea out, paying $30 an hour. So it's whatever I'm feeling, to be honest. Like sometimes I'm by myself, sometimes I got a female with me, sometimes I got the homies with me, sometimes I just got my producers. That's it. That's all I want in there, just my producers, no one else. It just depends. Sometimes I just record by myself. You know, I record myself and call it a day.
And I didn't know you were from the 407.
Yeah, I'm from Orlando, out to my Springs, baby. Get it right.
Have you ever had any like Florida man moments? Because, you know, I feel like everyone in Florida has.
I had a Florida man moment last night. I'm not even gonna lie. So I don't know if I want to say this, but this lady at McDonald's was being so rude to me, bro. Like I was like, yo, why you came at me and I was being the nicest person.
Was it like a patron or just someone that worked there?
Man, I don't know what was wrong with her, man.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't throw the Sprite out there. I just dropped it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She like handed it to me. I was like, and then left away.
Well, I feel like ever since I moved to Florida, I've been having a lot of Florida man moments, but I'm going to tell you off air, so.
Tell me a Florida man moment.
No, you got to share a Florida man moment now.
One time, our previous afternoon show, they played it on air, but the hurricane was coming, and my alarm started going off on my phone, and I was on 275, and they were like, shelter in place. So I called 911, and I was like, hi, I'm on 275, and I don't know what to do. And they're like, what? And I was like, the hurricane's coming. I don't know what to do. They're like, just get under a bridge and like stay there. So my Florida man moment was calling 911 because a hurricane was coming. And they were like,
what is they going to do?
I don't know. I don't know why I called 911. It was just like a thing. But
Jesus,
yeah.
man.
Why didn't you call? Like, I would have been like, yo, get your ass off the damn highway.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what to do.
Once
So that
you
was
from Florida, it's just in us. It's instilled, man. It doesn't matter.
And then my wig came off on the news. So I've got a lot of like, Florida man moments.
Jesus. Hey, man, at least you ain't scared to say it, man.
Now, where's your favorite spot to go eat at here in Florida or even in Orlando? Like, if someone was from out of town and they were like,
My mom's house.
okay.
My mom's. But no, it's this place called Flyers, and it's like fried chicken and everything, like soul food. We jamming, Jamaican spot.
Hey.
This is like mama pop Cuban spot that's so fire. Like, oh my God, the rosca pollo, all that, plantains.
Now you're talking my language.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on now.
Come on, man, I ain't had lunch yet, bro.
I
This
love
is
good
crazy.
food though. Like I like tasting foods all around the world,
Do you like Cleo's, the strip club in Orlando?
Nah. I'm not going to Cleo's, man.
My sister was a bottle girl.
Cleo's, you might have to keep a Cleo on you for real.
Yo, so getting back to the album, you have Tommy Lee leaving a voicemail. I know. I mean, obviously the record was crazy. I mean, him being in a way an idol to you.
Definitely.
To him give you like voices, like what's those conversations like between y'all?
Oh man, insane. I guess he's like me when I'm older, pretty much. Like just a free spirit, young at all times, get lit. Don't care what he's gonna say. He's gonna speak his mind no matter what. And he just sends me random messages sometimes. Like you don't know what you're gonna get out of him. And he's just a good person, man. It's amazing to know that a legend like that, like, messes with you, and then just like, yo, I'm gonna keep that and keep going with that. So shout out to Tommy Lee.
What's the wildest thing y'all ever done, like hanging out wise?
Well, I was at his house. Like his house is insane.
Really?
His house is crazy, and we got drunk, very drunk. Made some music, but I haven't had like a crazy wild moment with him yet because we always on the road. So, but when I get a chance, we're probably gonna share that moment.
That's fire.
Now, what would you tell your younger self, like before you got it popping in the music industry, knowing what you know now?
I couldn't tell my younger self nothing because I did not listen at all. So, so I couldn't tell him nothing. He was going to keep going regardless. But I still feel like I'm still that person no matter what. Like I'm hungry for this and I want to make this dream to like a crazy reality when I see it. And it's starting to happen in front of my eyes, so.
It's cool, like on this album, to see the choice and selection of people you had featured on it. Obviously, Dej Loaf, 2C, you got Tyla Yaweh. Great record, by the way. It's like y'all going back and forth on it.
Yeah.
Chris Breezy, what's that like? I know you guys are like cool now. You guys hang out. Like, are you that person that rather be, with the artist like one-on-one as opposed to like guys just like sending verses in and stuff like that?
All these records was all organically. They all like friendships and just not, calling managers and doing this. It just happened like organically. And with me and Chris, we've been friends for a while. Like we really met during the pandemic. And ever since that, we just been cool as hell. And I never tried to get a record out of him. Never been like, listen to this, send you this. And like never bothered him. One day he just calls me to pull up to the crib, has a dope studio. And I just started playing my album for him. Like he was out there, he was recording. I was just like, yeah, get the aux, play your album. Like played the first song. He's like, man, he walked back in the room like, this is crazy. Second song, you 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 4 for 4. And then City of Dreams popped up. He was like, why you didn't send me this? Like, why you didn't send me this, bro? Like, you got the session on you, had the session, pulled it up, and he recorded it in 15 minutes.
Damn.
And he's a genius, man, a super genius. Like, and being in that position, it just didn't feel real at all. Like, I'm like, bro, I watched this guy from 106 in Park. Used to try to dance. I can dance, but like really wanted to dance like him, wanted to be like just like Chris Brown, who didn't want to be like Chris Brown growing up. And now that's my peer, that's my friend, and it's amazing. Like we talk almost every day, like just texting, call. He just calls me like he's in Jamaica right now.
Word.
He wanted me to go out there, but we on this promo run, so it's just it's a vibe, man. Sometimes it doesn't feel real. That's like the homie.
And I think we could definitely tell that you have genuine relationships with these people because you could tell in the music, like the chemistry, whether just because, sometimes stuff sounds super forced.
Yeah, forced.
But with this, it sounds organic. So
yeah,
I love
that was my whole thing. Like, honestly, I'm not one of those people that just like, oh, I want to do a song with this person. I got to meet that person because music to me is so magical. I got to be in the studio with you. I got to vibe out with you before we get in the studio. Like, the energy just has to be right and cohesive.
Does AI scare you?
No.
Because, like, I see a lot of, like, you don't know what's real and what's, like, fake anymore.
I think AI is pretty cool. Well, that's the internet. Like, look at the internet. You don't know what's real or fake. It's perspective all day, Yeah. So I think AI is dope. Like, I love science. I love technology. And we're going in a world that's tech, so why not accept it?
Well, I don't want these AI heifers taking my radio job because, a lot of AI are becoming radio personalities.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is scary for y'all.
Yo, they did a whole, I remember I saw some on YouTube, they did like a whole Drake album in AI. Yeah. And it was lit, though.
It's fire.
That shit was fire.
Hey, man, if they do an AI album with my voice, I better own it. That's all I
Facts. As long as I can make money from it, no, I feel you on that.
Now, with, we were doing this Hip Hop 50 thing, and I was talking to, like, Corday about, like, his greatest, like his moment. Music-wise, like, it don't even gotta be hip-hop, but, like, being in this game, like, what is probably the most, like, historic moment to you? Like, this was, like, the most fucking epic shit ever.
That's a good. Well, when I met Billy Joe Armstrong, the day I met him, and then got to put him, like, do us, like, pretty much he's on high right now because Wiz Khalifa, like, pretty much used his melody of Broken Dreams in the song. So, like, when I met him and then I showed him the song, I was like, I can't wait to work with you one day. He's like, well, we already worked. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, like, we're going to clear the song. We're going to make this happen. Made it happen, got in the music video. Then ever since that, we, like, stayed cool. Like, Green Day is, like, a big inspiration to me. Like, my sister got me every Green Day album for Christmas. And I jammed that to the CD scratch, playing my first act guitar, trying to play it, breaking screens and everything. So to be in that moment, I was like, yo, this is like real deal manifestation in my eyes,
That's fire.
I love the manifesting. Do you just say it in your head or is there like a process that you go through?
I speak that shit into existence every single day. Like I keep saying it, I keep saying it, keep saying it, keep saying it until it comes true.
I like that. I'm gonna have to do that every day.
You have to.
Do people just call you just to feel positivity?
Yeah.
I don't really answer my phone.
I feel like I should call you more often.
Nah, I always just give my friends like good energy. Wake up happy, no matter what. Even if I only got like an hour of sleep, my energy is gonna be up and just ready and active. And I want to give that to everybody in the world. And that's why I have Rager Boy, release all good energy, rage. So every single day I just give you love and light.
Anybody in Florida you want to collab with that you haven't collabed with yet?
Rod Wave.
Yeah.
That'd be fire. Me and Rod Wave would be dope together.
Well, he listens to the radio.
For real?
Yeah, he's doing like some crazy birthday party here in
Hey,
September.
shout out to Rod Wave, man. If you hear my music and you like it, let's collab, man. We get to meet. Let's make it happen.
Yes.
We're gonna manifest that.
Yes.
How about
There we go.
Happen. Let's make that happen.
Keep it real, Florida boy.
Love that. Well, thank you so much for coming by to Wild 94.1.
Hey, man, come on, man.
This is my dog,
this
man.
is my brother. We've been doing this for a couple years now.
It's time for you to have a baby.
Nah.
Hey.
Don't speak that into
Don't
existence.
manifest that yet.
I'm cool.
In
Join
due
the
time.
dad club with Joey.
Hey, I wouldn't mind having kids, but not right now.
Who did I see? I saw
all these rappers out here on my chair,
They are your sons. Okay.
They my cheering.
Well, there you have it, man. Heart Full of Rage 2 out right now, man. Man, amazing album.
Thank you.
I love, like I said, just how eclectic it is. My dog, Tyla Yaweh.
Tyla Yaweh.
There it is.
Woo!
My dog.
Yeah.